Hi, I'm Vaughan. I'm part of the Honeywell Home technical team. Today we're going to look at the T3 range of programmable thermostats. The wired T3, wireless T3R and the open thermomodulating T3M. Let's start by taking a look at what's in the box. Inside the box you'll find the thermostat itself and backplate, as well as two AA batteries and some fixing screws. The T3R also comes with a wireless receiver box and backplate along with a table stand. In the box you'll also find the installer guide with wiring diagrams and the user guide for your customer. The wired T3 and T3M are the perfect choice for replacing existing wired thermostats. One of the most common upgrades you'll have for fitting a T3 will be to replace an existing mechanical thermostat like this one we've shown here. So to do so, very straightforward. First of all, we need to remove the existing thermostat, having obviously isolated the circuits to ensure it's electrically safe to work on. So we've taken the cover off of the existing thermostat. We should obviously make note of the existing contacts. So I'm going to remove the cables, so having checked that they're all electrically isolated, like so. And then we can just carefully remove the old thermostat. So we're now going to fit the new backplate. Fortunately, the T3 screw holes will nicely align with this existing T6360 thermostat, so no need to re-drill any holes. And then we'll put the two fixing screws in place, holding the backplate on like so. So now the two wires we're going to be connecting into terminals A and B, and these will be wired in like so. We're not using the existing earth and neutral cables now that were fitted to the previous thermostat, so we're going to use an appropriate electrical insulator to make those safe, and then we can put those out of the way in the back of the thermostat. Obviously consult the boiler manufacturer's installation instructions to ensure that you have the correct terminal connections to your boiler. So next thing we'll do is we'll put the front cover on the thermostat itself, making sure that the insulator is in place. So just hook it into the top of the back plate, push it to ensure it's firmly in place. Take the front cover, click that into the top hinge like so. Then we put the two batteries in, observing the polarity as marked on the base plate, and then we have it ready to set up. So first thing we need to do is set the date and time. So we'll set the appropriate year, month and day, and then set the appropriate time. It will then give us the option to set it up for a 5-2 weekend weekday schedule or a 7-day schedule, whichever the customer prefers. So we'll set it for the 5-2 schedule. It will then save those parameters, and there we are now automatically running to the program schedule that comes out of the box from the factory. Remember, when fitting a thermostat, it should be a minimum of 1.2 meters from the floor, away from doors, windows and radiators. So here we're going to see the installation of the T3R wireless relay box, the EIM. So we've already pre-mounted this on the wall already, and good opportunity here to see the terminal connections. So permanent live and neutral supply required for this. There's also an earth park facility here and a second L terminal should we wish to make use of a switch live connection. So we're just going to make these connections here into the relay box from the cable we've got coming through the wall. And then we have the two connections here to our boiler, which we will put in here like so. The relay box base plate has been designed with plenty of access room at the back here for cables coming through the wall, and also big cutouts at the bottom here should you require to bring cables in from underneath for surface mounting. All that's left to do now is to put the front cover of the relay box in place, screw it in like so. The wireless receiver is pre-bound to the thermostat out of the box, so no need for any binding at installation. With the wireless receiver installed and powered up, we can now do a quick test firing of the boiler by pressing the button here like so. We see the green light comes on, indicating that the boiler is fired. Once complete, we can now press the button again to turn the boiler off again. The coloured LED also will indicate fault conditions to help us with fault diagnosis. Whether you're installing the wired T3 or T3M or the wireless T3R, the simple installation settings of the T3 series make setup and testing quick and easy. The thermostat comes pre-configured for most normal gas boiler installations. However, there is an installer menu that allows you to change some parameters as appropriate. To get into the installer menu, first of all, wake the thermostat up, press and hold the two buttons like so until we get to the first parameter shown at the top here. We can now scroll through, selecting the appropriate parameters that we wish to change, select the button, make the change to the parameter and save that change. We can continue through to make any other changes we wish to make, and then when we're done, press the return button. It will save those parameter changes and back to the normal operational menu. The T3 series is designed to provide intuitive heating, time and temperature control, making it the first choice for professionals and customers alike.